How's it going, everybody? Today we are back in Scum and we are going to talk about the quarter 4 update, basically the last big update for this year. We got quite a bit of information on it and we are going to go through everything that we know about the update in today's video. Now, the update is planned to release next week between the 15th and 19th of December. My best guess is somewhere towards the end of the week. It does say here that there is still some heavy testing to be done, so that's why I'm thinking that the update will be released towards the end of the week. And we usually get updates on Thursdays, so my best guess would be towards the end of next week. Now, the update will also come with a wipe. It says here that they are only wiping official servers, but they strongly suggest that all servers wipe because the update will bring some major changes to the video game. Earlier this year, we did get a roadmap showing us what the big updates will bring to the game, and when it comes to the quarter 4 update, they said that it will bring quite a few things, including the Wild Hunters NPCs. And the Wild Hunter NPCs are these guys right here, the sketchy, primitive looking NPCs. But not too long ago, the developers said that the Wild Hunters are not ready to be released just yet, so they will not be added with the quarter 4 update. It says here, as we progressed through the development of the Wild Hunter NPCs, it has become more and more clear that they could not be released with this quarter 4 update. So they have decided to take a different route for this update. Instead of adding the Wild Hunter NPCs, they are going to upgrade the already existing NPCs. So the NPCs that are already in the video game will get some new animations from what I've seen, some new moves. They are going to act, I guess, a bit more natural. And the zombies as well will be upgraded a tiny bit. So whenever we're going to get them in the kneecaps, they are going to start to kind of limp. So we are going to be able to slow them down. But yeah, the Wild Hunters will not be added with this update, but the rest of the additions that were shown on the 2025 roadmap will come to the video game. We are going to have the inventory rework, and we haven't gotten all that much information on that. We don't know exactly what will change with the rework. The inventory will look different, that's for sure, but I'm guessing that they will improve it as well in some way, shape or form, but we don't know exactly how, at least not yet. The update will also bring a new weapon, and that is the Tommy gun, which will have a 50 round drum magazine, and I'm guessing that it will use 45 ACP rounds. Some new general items will be added as well, like some new clothes, some hats and some other things as well. And it looks like the deflatable dinghy is being added to the video game, and we've seen quite a few shots of it over the past couple of weeks. And then the bike with that side cart might be added as well. We've seen a couple of shots of it. It's been teased, so I'm guessing that they will add it with this upcoming update. And then we also have everything from the player test servers that were released not too long ago. There were some changes there that we could test out. I'm not sure about the results of the test. I don't know if the player base liked the changes or not. I guess only the developers have access to the results, so at the moment I don't know if the test server changes will come with the quarter 4 update, but the test server changes were mostly based around loot, and we can quickly go through some of the loot upgrades and changes. For example, the traders, everything in their inventory will be out of stock until us, the players, sell something to them, and as soon as we do that, the item that we sell will become available in the trader's inventory, so it will become available for other players to buy. Some items will be available by default, like weapons, but only a limited amount, like, a couple of them, so the traders will have only 2 or 3 items for sale, and as soon as they are sold out, they go out of stock until a player comes along and sells something to the trader. From the feedback that I got when we talked about this on the last video, it was kind of 50-50. Some players liked the change and then some didn't. So we'll see what the developers do. They might still add this, but change it up a bit. We'll see what happens when the update drops. Also, on the test server, the loot was based around different zones. So for example, on the coast, in the red zone, we would find summer clothes like shorts and t-shirts. And then in the green zone, zones, we would get clothes with long sleeves, and then of course winter clothes in the blue zone. And we have the yellow zone as well, which is the radiation area, so I'm guessing hazmat suits would spawn there. And same goes for weapons. They were divided in between different points of interest. So all of these marks on the map here would spawn different kinds of gear. So if we wanted, for example, to find a sniper like the Kar 98, we would have to loot the purple zones. Or if we wanted some assault rifles like the MK18 or the Scar, we would have to loot the green zones like the airport in sector B2. Also, on the test server, locked containers would have a 100% chance of spawning items, so the lockers that we have to lockpick or force open with a crowbar would always have something in them. They wouldn't be empty, so we're not just gonna waste a screwdriver on an empty container anymore. At least we didn't on the test server. Again, I'm not sure if this change will be pushed on the main branch. I'm not sure if it's gonna come with the next update, but I think that this was a pretty good change because sometimes screwdrivers are hard to come by. Now, there were some really good changes when it came to vehicles on the test server. For example, the number of vehicles that spawned in a drivable state was increased, so they could still be missing some parts, but we could jump in and drive. They wouldn't miss important parts like the wheels. And speaking of vehicle parts, they were actually divided in between different points of interest. So let's say we found the cruiser and it was missing some parts. We would now know exactly that the parts spawn at gas stations and airfields. If we were trying to fix up a tractor, barns would be the spot where the tractor parts spawn. So the vehicle parts would not randomly spawn anymore on the test server. So if we wanted to repair a certain vehicle, we knew that we had to go to a certain place, a fixed certain place where those vehicle parts would spawn. Now, personally, I'm hoping that this change will come to the video game with the next update because it's a really good one. But yeah, quite a few things are planned for this Q4 update. The inventory rework, the NPC and zombie improvements. We also have the vehicles and all of the changes from the test server, which of course are subjected to change by the time they will be released on the main video game branch. They will probably adjust these changes depending on how us, the players, reacted to them. And as we've seen earlier, the only thing that's not coming from the 2025 roadmap with this next update are the Wild Hunter NPCs, and there's no word at the moment on when they will be added, but my best guess is that we are going to have a big update next year based around the Wild Hunters. But there we go, I think we are going to stop here for today. Thank you so much for taking the time to check out this video. I hope you have enjoyed. In case you did, be sure to drop some stuff and things down below. Make sure to subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.